Right, we're going to have a little update on this Matchless Silver Hawk. Last time I were out on it, it had a 15 tooth engine sprocket. I shoved it up to 18 teeth and we'll see what happens. Hopefully she'll not be overgeared this time. Hopefully we'll get out of here without having to stop. Like I say, last time I went on this it was really undergeared, and I've gone up 3 teeth that engine sprocket. Now we're out of them road, which will be alright. I haven't done gearbox, I've only changed sprocket. Just let her get a bit of heat into her. I've done a few more miles on it since last time we were out on it, but not a lot. We've not really had a lot of good weather, so shame of it was you used to be able to whip round these in third now, and you know for a fact you've not got a chance, so you're going to be down at a third. Oh, that's much better. I went high on engine sprocket, knowing damn well that the sprocket on the rear wheel's not that good. So I could possibly change rear wheel sprocket now and drop it a couple of teeth, which will get me slightly lower than the dropping a tooth up front, because I understand 1 tooth up front's equivalent to 3 up back. So if I drop 2 teeth up back, or even sorry, if I went up a couple of teeth up back, even 3 teeth, it mean me having like a 16 toe sprocket on, which is probably going to be better. I just want to make it so that I'm not like a mobile chicane. Oh, bloody marvellous. But where's it closed? That's the bloody problem. We'll have a ride anyway. Anyway, like I was saying, I didn't want to end up being like a mobile chicane up road, because I find with these old vehicles, you know, modern cars just don't gear a brake. As I was saying, I've not had a lot to do with these Sturmy Archer boxes, but that jumping out of top gear, one of my friends says what it wants is on the dogs, the ground slightly backwards, so when they're engaged they hold in, and he says it'll want the regrinding, he says it'll have straightened out a little bit. Now unfortunately for me, I've just sold me tool and cutter grinder, else I'd have been able to do it up tool and cutter grinder. You know, it'd only be like lashing a envelope gear cutter or something like that, so. But anyway, that won't be a problem, I don't think. We'll find some way of doing it. I am still running it in, so. So when it pulls up this hill, like, I mean, it don't look much off camera, but it's a fair pull. Yeah, she'll still come up that in top gear, so she's not too bad. I think 3 will maybe a little bit too much. Maybe when engine were running a little bit more, maybe 3 would have been alright, but I think 2 would have been just right for now. But anyway, we're up to 40 mile an hour, seems to be doing alright. Now I think that's slightly overgeared me, it don't want to pull top that well. Yeah, I think I think it's is it, can't remember which is which now, so it's either 41 and 39, is it, or something like that. 4 sidecar and what is it, so it'll be about 39, so I go up to maybe 40, I don't know, maybe 41. Yeah, 41 might be alright. I mean, altering a plate wheel for back, miles easier than messing about for front, or initially I thought it was. my mate lent me a sprocket, which he lent me it all in good faith, and he thought it was a Sturmy one. And I bought a plate wheel, welded it all together, and maybe sent an 18-2 sprocket for front. And then, unfortunately, that's wasn't the right sprocket. Anyway, I was messing about in a box of stuff, and I found a sprocket for a Norton Commando, which somebody had told me the sprocket off a Doll's Head Norton is the right sprocket. Same spline and that. Anyway, I didn't have one, I had one off a Commando. So I put the Commando sprocket in it, and believe it or not, it's the exactly right offset and everything. So the only difference is the Sturmy Archer has got a straight back, and the Commando one has still got the same little boss stuck out, but it's tapered then back up to where the teeth is. Well, on these they only have a felt washer to stop oil what seeps out at end at box flying all over the place. It just makes it sort of like creep up edge at sprocket onto the chain. So that's what I've put on it. Fits straight on. Had to knock a couple of links out at chain and put an half link in, but anyway, it's sorted out now. It's alright. I might run it for a little bit before I alter it and see if things settle down a little bit, or whatever you done, what haven't you. On these old bikes I normally use ATF fluid in primary. It's nice and thin, it doesn't drag clutches and that, but anyway, I didn't have any, and I couldn't remember how much it took, so I looked at book. Anyway, it takes just over half a pint. Anyway, what it says it book is use straight engine oil with 50% paraffin, so anyway, that's what it's got in, so we'll see what that's like. It'd certainly be a godsend when that fourth gear's done. It'd be a lot better. If it wasn't jumping out of gear, you'd get rolled off a lot better, I think. See, if you don't have to stop, setting's fine, but if you need to stop, you really could do what you use first. I suppose originally, well, I don't know what they've done the ratios, how they've done them for, because I never used first. But it's such low ratio that by the time you've got up to 5 miles an hour, you need to be getting into second. It maybe won't be too bad, we'll see. Unfortunately, I ain't got a long time today. It'll be bit of a short run up to Squires, cup of tea with mates, back off home. It's Stafford at weekend, so I'm off down to Stafford for today. And of course it's getting to that time of year now where I'll have to start servicing a few of them. I'll pick a couple I'm not going to use, get them serviced, pushed into the corner at garage,